You're watching Unity TV, powered by Unity Media Network, unitymedianetwork.com.
All right, everybody, it's Alan Gould here, Unity Media Television. We're on Harborview Road in Knocknaheeny, one of the places that I met this man a couple of weeks back, James, who's involved with the Boys and Girls of Knocknaheeny Facebook page. And as you can see, we have a big crowd joining us here. So welcome along to everybody anyway that's involved in the page. So, James, we spoke about it a few weeks ago. We said we'd have a chat and get some people in for an aerial shot, and we seem to have pulled it off here today.
We did indeed, in fairness, and fair play to everybody for coming. Yeah, look, it was fantastic. Everybody performed, everybody shut up in the day, so, you know, outstanding. I can't fault it, and fair play to yourselves.
And since the video has been uploaded, there's been a big surge in people that aren't on Facebook that are now more aware of it because it went out in other formats. That's obviously a testament to the page itself, how far it's after expanding so far since.
Yeah, well, it's nearly gone global, I'd say, Alan, at this stage. You know, like I said the last day, people in America were getting messages from people from America saying, you know, keep up the good work. As far as Australia, Glenn, you put up a post there a while back, didn't you?
You step in there, Glenn. You might introduce yourself for those at home.
How's it going? Yeah, I put up a post there recently, a couple of weeks ago, just asking people from Knocknaheeny, where are you in the world and stuff. Yeah. And geez, there's a lot of people around the world from Knocknaheeny, so it was great. And people post photographs and on beaches and different cities in Australia, America, Canada, so it was great.
And were you surprised at the reaction it did get after it went 400, 500, 1,000 members?
Oh, it was amazing, because like we only just had a chat on the phone about it, and we just had a joke, and next thing, you know, it just kind of took off, you know, because like you know, it was just points that we wanted with the lads, you know, just hook up with old friends and stuff like that, like, and look at it now, you know, it's like 4,500, nearly 5,000 members on it, you know, which is great. Like.
And I think it's fair to say as well that all the people that are involved in the page, it's after actually creating a bigger community spirit around the place as well, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, it's after bringing everyone back together again, you know, they haven't seen each other in a long time, which is, like, I'm seeing old faces here I haven't seen in years, you know, it's mad. It's great, you know. That's great.
And we'll go over to this side. So lads, obviously the Facebook page, it doesn't mind itself. There's a lot of work that goes into it. So just for the people that are actually a member of the page, what is it that you do when you're helping people out get on the page and stuff like that?
Well, as admins, when people put in pictures or if they want to request to become a member, in the background we have to approve them. And then they go up, like they can't just go on it straight away, you know. But yeah, in the background there's a lot of work goes into it. We has our own banter as well, and like especially being from Knocknaheeny, and as Glenn said, they're getting all back together, our friendships and talking about years ago and being young and stuff, like, you know, it's brilliant, like, very proud of it, yeah.
And you're seeing a lot of photographs as well that people are sending and say, oh, what was I like back then? That's obviously creating banter yourselves, like.
Yeah, and even looking back at like that now, the clothes and like, Jesus, were we really, you know, like that, and seeing all our friends and pictures and the majorettes when we were young was a great crack, you know. But yeah, it's good to see everyone again, and is uniting everyone again, you know, so it's brilliant, really.
And we'd say, lads, when it comes to the actual photographs, like to get them up and get them managed, that's obviously a task that you're part in, but it's obviously rejogging your own memories as well.
It is, yeah. I think, you know, when you see the post coming through to be approved, you know, and you're looking at the photograph and you're having a look yourself before you put it out there, you know, so you're getting the first giggle really, and then when you post it then, and the response from it is unbelievable. It's fantastic, you know, like all the posts, as Valerie was saying, coming through, they're all edited, so if it's wrong we'd ask somebody to go back and rewrite it, keep it clean, you know, and keep the spirit going, you know. But yeah, behind the scenes it's good, as bit of banter going on on our own page, so it is positive. It's positive for everybody really, so it's good. Yeah, it's good.
And it's obviously rekindling your own, when you're growing up and you're saying that I was part of that, like it's bringing people back to have a bit of pride back in the area that they may have left or they mightn't have seen, like the lads are saying they haven't seen people in a while.
Oh, definitely. It's brought us a load of people back together and friends and stuff that we haven't seen in 10, 15, 20 years, and I just remember being there when the photographs were taken as well. It's great. It's bringing back a lot of memories and photographs I don't even remember I was in myself, but it's absolutely great, and friendships and friend requests and everything, and it's great. It's really, really good.
And I see Fiona at the end here as well, you said something before we came on, you were saying that like something like this is great to get people talking about things again, but it's to bring it to the next level that we might be able to interact for the whole of Knocknaheeny as well as people that are gathered here at Harvey Road.
Oh, definitely, 100%. I mean, it's definitely bringing everybody back together, and as all the guys are after saying, like, I mean, we have one of our admins at the moment, Siobhan, is in Florida having a sunny old holiday. Siobhan, we wish you were with you, but as you said, I mean, she's waiting patiently. I mean, it's definitely after bringing everyone together, and I think it's fantastic for Knocknaheeny just to bring out, as Dan put it, unity in community. Yeah, perfect.
And I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but Miles Gaffney is Miles around there, Miles. Mr. Gaffney might come down to us. For those at home, the video that we did with James a couple of weeks back, we used the song that Miles Gaffney made, Northside Till I Die, and I'm pretty much here that everybody here is Northside Till I Die, lads. Would you agree with that? So Miles rang us and said that he's actually been working on a song specifically for Knocknaheeny, so we'll get an update from Miles on how we're getting on with that. There's no pressure, there's nobody behind you wondering.
It's grand. Like, I just took the approach of kind of the sing-along approach, sing-along song, easy to remember, so the kids can sing it, the soccer clubs will sing it, and it'll be easy to remember and easy to sing, it'll be easy to play as well. These simple chord structures, very easy, and it was just too much information in the page, Alan, and we were just writing for the rest of my life if I was to. So I'm nearly there. I just want to get the time out to sit down and finish it, it's all over.
And I know we were speaking a couple of days ago that even when you're going around and you're doing your gigs, that the page is after garnering interest from people even outside of the north side, and people saying, oh, it's a great idea. And obviously to have your own song on the video, I think was a good thing as well from everybody's perspective of being from the north side.
Oh yeah, I was delighted with it. Like where I'm going now is the thing is the topic is when you finish that Knocknaheeny song, people not from Knocknaheeny at all, they just want to see what I'm going to come up with. Yeah. What's he going to come up with next? Do you know? Yeah, there's a good old vibe around the place now, but we're all right. And so give me 2 weeks, I'd say, and I'll have it done.
Okay. So you've heard it there, lads. 2 weeks. 2 weeks to Miles Gaffney is a long time with the amount of work that goes into it. But I suppose we're looking forward to seeing that song specifically on the Knocknaheeny side of things. But I'm sure, Miles, that there's a lot of work that goes into making the song, and obviously it's all the memories from all of these people shared that's helping you make that song.
Yeah, my approach would be, first of all, I'd write the structure, the approach, so verse, chorus, whatever, you write down what approach you're going to take to it. So my approach on this now was basically describe the area and what's in it, how it developed, and kind of the last verse then would kind of contain about maybe people that were in the community that are not here anymore, and that'll be the ending of it then. But you can't name everything, Alan, because you'll be going on forever. So a shop is a shop, and a pub is a pub, and a club is a club, regardless who owns it. So, like, if someone might say, "Geez, my dad at the shop," then he never put that in. Your shop is that shop, regardless. So, it's just too much. There's too much content. So basically, I just described the area and built a catchy chorus. Then it's easy, like it's an easy chorus, and I wrote it in the way, like, say, Knocknaheeny. So, like, say if you were from Tala or Myross or whatever, you just take out Knocknaheeny and it still refer to the same thing. Do you know what I mean? And
there's another man alongside you, a fellow musician there as well, Glenn. One of the big things, I suppose, as a musician to come from Knocknaheeny, music is a big part of what we're about as well as a community with the groups that we have up here for many's year.
Oh yeah, big time. And even like I'm following him maybe 3-4 years. I seen him online a few years ago, and I was like, that's deadly, like what he was at. You know what I mean? And he's like the Northside Damien Dempsey, I think, even better, So I'm looking forward now, like, to hear the song. It's a pity that I'm not living here, because I could have sat down and worked with Miles on the song, but really looking forward to hearing the song now, like when it's done,
And when you come back to visit where you grew up, like, I mean, we see behind us, it's totally different to what you remember, but obviously it's under development, which is obviously beneficial to the area. What's that like for yourself?
it's weird actually just seeing it the way it is now. Like those houses could be better, I thought, if they kept it the same maybe, but I can't complain because they're fabulous, they're fabulous houses, and just seeing it now, and all the new houses is brilliant. Seeing the whole place being kind of done up is great. It's fabulous just to see that.
And this is a collective question, I suppose, to the admins. Like, is there a bigger kind of a picture that maybe down the line the page might develop into helping maybe local community groups or community organisations? What would you?
Yeah. So what we've done for projects coming on, as you were just laying out there, I suppose what we want to do is that we got some funding secured already. We're waiting for some more funding coming on this week, the week starting. So what we are doing is that we were talking behind the scenes, and as I said, we got sponsorship. So we have something in store for that. And what we want to do with this project is get the members of the page, members of the community, involved in these structures of where we want to put it in place. Now I think it's very interesting, and I think that's why we got the first tranche of sponsorship. But we're going to get people trained up, and we have the steps are in place, so we're just, as I said, waiting for second lot of funding. But it's going to be very, very positive, I think, especially with this one that we're going to tackle next. So as I said, we have the funding again. The funding is nearly in place for Miles to record the CD. So again, when it's recorded, when Miles is finished in 2 weeks' time, Miles. So we can. What our plan then is to fundraise through that. Sell it at the super value, sell it in shops, chemists, or whatever it may be, and give that money back to lower funded groups like the Bat and Twirlers. If they're short 200 or 300 quid, we have the resources to give to them and let them go then and do their events. But in the future, very positive things, very positive ideas. Yeah. So.
And I suppose I just see Councillor Thomas Gould. If you wouldn't mind coming down, Thomas, for a second. I think I better stand up here to interview him. Stand down there. So Thomas, obviously you're a member of St Vincent's Hurling Football Club. You grew up here all your life. What's it like for yourself when you see the community spirit that was always in Knocknaheeny, but just coming to the forefront again?
Yeah, well, listen, it's a brilliant initiative. I started laughing the first night I saw it, because you're looking at the photographs and you look at some of the hairstyles and some of the fashion girls. It was very suspect, but no, it's brilliant, and that's why you'll be reminiscing, and you see old photographs now of the scouts and the majorettes and the community games teams. And for me, we're 45 years, my dad still lives over there, and over there Davy McAndress is the former Lord Mayor of Cork and councillor, and I'm the chairman of St Vincent's now, but at the time I was playing, and we'd meet at Davy's house, and we'd either get a bus or we'd walk up to Vincent's Field together. And when you look now over there, Barry Coots lived. Barry won an All-Ireland with Cork in the box for Ireland. And over there, Mark Carroll, who ran in the Olympics for Ireland. And around the corner then, you have Patsy Frayne and Tomas Mull. You were talking to Miles and Glenn there about music in Knocknaheeny. But when you look at the sport, it's unbelievable. Denise O'Sullivan playing soccer in America now. At the moment, you have Amy O'Connor from Ascension Heights playing with the Cork senior team. You have Abby Lynch there playing with Cork in the 14s. We have boys and girls who played with Cork, with Ireland, with every sport, and that's the great thing about this page, because it brings up things that people you just forget about, you don't see, So listen, they're doing it's a great, and it's positive, because sometimes the era Knocknaheeny gets the stereotype of a negativity, right? But if you look at the amount of negative came out of Knocknaheeny and you look at the amount of positive, 90% of the stuff that has come out of Knocknaheeny has been positive. We have great people, and what people don't understand is, because there's no private houses up here, anyone who wants to buy a house has to move out. I moved to Cathedral Road. That was the closest I could get to Knocknaheeny, because I love being from Knocknaheeny and I wanted to be as close as I could. And that's the thing about it. I hope that the council are going to build private houses down the top road, in Kilmore Road and places like that, so people who are born and reared in Knocknaheeny can buy houses and live close to their families. Because it's very sad, we have people who want to stay in Knocknaheeny and they end up in Glenville and Grenagh and Dunamore and that's fine, they're lovely areas, but they would love to live close to home. And just mention the sports down the road there. Donica Murphy, who played the Cork 21s, God rest Donica's soul, was another great hurler for St Vincent's. And the thing, I suppose, as the chairman of St Vincent's Hurling Football Club, Knocknaheeny rejuvenated St Vincent's, because it was the boys and girls up here that, because Sundays got old and Grown got old, and it was the kids in Knocknaheeny, and that's why. And I loved it. I used to love walking through the terraces here with my gear bag and my Hurleys and you'd be calling to Donnakin, to Cootsy and the Croonies at the end of the road and the Feeneys that were over there. And that's the great thing about it. You have the sport, the music, and a lot of people, who came through Knocknaheeny went to third level or set up their own businesses or have been very successful. And
that's one thing I suppose, Thomas, that no matter where you're from, whether you're from Knocknaheeny or from your Douglas, if you've community spirit, which Knocknaheeny has, you can achieve anything no matter where you're from. And I think all the people you've just outlined there, and I think everybody in the background here saying here, I think everybody that he just mentioned and beyond deserve a round of applause for the work and the commitment they've given to Knocknaheeny. So we're going to wrap up. Thanks for that, Thomas. We're going to wrap up now with a song. We have a musician here. We have Miles, another musician there. We're going to get everybody to sing the song that everyone remembers from when they grew up, no matter whether you grew up in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. There's only one song, and what's that song called? Everywhere We Go. Take it away, everybody. Come on.
Everywhere we go, everywhere we go, people always ask us, who we are.
So there we have it, folks. On behalf of everybody at Unity Media, I want to thank everybody for turning up today to make it as it is. I'm a proud man from Knocknaheeny, from Harvey Road, just up the road, and to be able to come back and stand alongside the people in my parish, to be able to talk and reminisce, it's absolutely fantastic. To the people watching around the world, I hope you enjoyed it. You haven't heard the last of this page, as we've heard. There's a lot of good things to come for the area of Knocknaheeny, and on behalf of everybody that's here, we want to thank everybody for coming out. And here's to the video and the song that Miles is going to do in 2 weeks' time. A round of applause for everybody. Thank you.
You're watching Unity TV, powered by Unity Media Network.